Hello again, folks. Skulgan140 back again, not doing a review. This is going to be the response video that I said I was going to do. Plus, this is sort of my last video of 2011 because, well, just because it is. This is pretty much, yeah, this response video that I was talking about doing. This is a response to the question that somebody asked or someone said. And that person would be Dave, SMS number 1, or Smizno, as he's when I'm doing that eyebrow thing he always does. It's a little bit hard to see because of the hat, but doing that again. But yeah, and this question, this homework assignment that he set, because this is kind of homework that he did. This homework assignment that he set was 2011's homework. Was what was good about 2011? What was your highlight about 2011, and what do you hope for in 2012? This is a tricky response to kind of do because there were a lot of things about this year that were good, and there were a lot of things about this year that were bad. I don't want to go into the bad things as much, because that's pretty much it's not what this video is about. But, I don't know, what's the best way to kind of articulate this in a better way? Well, I think I'm gonna do this in the order that it's set in, so let's see how it turns out. So, what was good about 2011? Well, there were a few things that made this year good, such as the first series of Transformers Prime having its full airing session and kind of ending on a big cliffhanger. I know that a lot of people kind of complained about the cliffhanger and Unicron and things like that, and I complained about the series as well for a short period of time, saying that it was a rip-off of Animated and it was trying to copy some of Animated stories, but I can't fault the idea that Prime at the moment has gone on to be, and is now, probably the next well-written series since Beast Wars, and Animated, and so on and so forth. So yeah, Transformers Prime is doing rather well, and next year we'll be getting Series 2, so that's going to be good, fingers crossed. Thundercats! I want to talk about Thundercats. The new Thundercats series came out this year, and so far, it was pretty good. Thundercats is one of those franchises that has needed some attention for a while, and it's glad to finally see that it's getting some. Cause let's see, we got a new cartoon of it, we got a new toy line of it, which is standard. I've got 2 of the classics toys, but the cartoon at the moment of Thundercats is going very, very well, and Series 1 I think ended recently, so next year I think is going to be Series 2 or Series 3, which are Series 2 and Series 3 depending on if they pack them both in together. But this year has been kind of a good. This has been a good year for some and a bad year for others. I'm not going to go into I'm not going to go into what kind of person or who had a bad year for this year, but this year has been a tough year for a lot of people, and I won't deny that it hasn't, but because it has. A lot has happened to this year to make it kind of infamous and to make it bad for some people, but hopefully next year will be good. But I'm going to say that question for a little later. Yeah, but 2011 has its good moments. Transformers Prime and Thundercats. I want to say good things about G.I. Joe Renegades, but that ended. Someone cancelled it. It was a good series. And that's all I'm going to say. I want to bring up Dark of the Moon, but no, unfortunately, because that's kind of a bad thing. I thought Dark of the Moon was okay. It could have been better, but there's a lot about the movie that I could rant about all day. But I'll save that for another day, because this isn't the sort of video to bring up topics like that. But what was your highlight of 2012? Question 2, what was your highlight of 2012? Sorry, 2011. What was your highlight of 2011? I'm saying that 3 times. My biggest highlight would probably have to be Auto Assembly. For a lot of different reasons, because, like I said before, Auto Assembly is a big convention where not only just Transformers fans, but people who are brought together by other different interests just commune and talk to each other and whatnot. And this year was good because I got to meet new people as well as old people from last year. I got to meet Dave, SMS number 1, for the first time, and he's an eccentric man who's interested in Star Trek and alcohol. I'm aware that he had an accident recently involving a hockey puck, so it's nice to know that he's doing well now. If you're watching this video, condolences. But the highlight of 2011 was Auto Assembly. I will say that Auto Assembly was kind of the big highlight for this year, and there was a lot happened this year. I managed to be involved in the script reading again, which was pretty good. The script reading is up on the Auto Assembly channel. I'm aware that they're doing the 12 days of Christmas thing, which is going pretty well. It's bringing out some new updates, but that was kind of my highlight for this year, and sadly there wasn't really a lot I could say for this year that was a big highlight. I know that I'm doing a lot of things at the moment which are helping me, but that's kind of personal. I don't really want to bring that up, but that was the highlight. So moving on to the big crescendo, what do you hope for in 2012? What do I hope for in 2012? There's a lot next year that I'm looking forward to, that I'm that I'm gearing myself up towards. But what do I hope for after 2012? Well, let's see. What do I really hope for? I hope 2012 is a good year. I really do, and honestly, who doesn't want next year to be who doesn't want next year to be good? I want 2012 to be good because not only is it kind of the year that is the apocalypse, as most people often speak about, but next year we've got a lot of good things happening. We've got a lot of good things coming out. We've got a lot of good things to look forward to. But so let's see what we got to look forward to and what do I hope for. 2012 will bring the new series of Transformers Prime. So that's going to be good. 2012 will also bring Fall of Cybertron, the recent game, which is the sequel to War for Cybertron. I saw the trailer to that. That actually looks pretty good. Minus the music, because I'm aware that they're trying to go for the Gears of War vibe, which is fine. I just wish they choose better music. But anyway, yeah. Fall of Cybertron, which is gonna be good next year, because the only problem is that it's coming out at the end of 2012, which is kind of awkward, because I was hoping they would come out in the middle, and that we'd have a lot more to talk about. But hey ho. Thundercats, again, I'm going to bring up Thundercats a lot at the moment, because Thundercats at the moment is doing very well. New series of the cartoon coming out next year. A lot of good things coming out next year. New cartoons, new movies. Auto Assembly 2012. But going back onto the subject. What do I hope for out of 2012? Like I said, I want 2012 to be a good year. I want 2012 to be a good year for not only myself, but a lot of other people. Who have kind of been who have kind of put up with this year for a lot of good reasons, but is 2012 going to be better? I hope it is. I really hope 2012 will be a good year. A lot of things to look forward to, and a lot of different things to keep yourself busy. So, new games, new movies, new cartoons, new toys. Speaking of toys, I'll be reviewing a lot of toys this next year, because you can't keep a reviewer down. But it's really hard to say what I look forward to in 2012 and what I hope for in 2012. I want 2012 to be a good year, and I don't want this. It's a shame, because I don't want this year to end. Because I know this is probably going to make me sound very old-fashioned, but normally when it comes to a year ending, I always think that it should just stay as it is and not end. But sadly, that's the case. We've got to move on with our lives and make sure the years just move on ahead to make sure that things get better and make sure that things don't get worse, because that's always a problem when things get worse. But what do I hope for 2012? I just want 2012 to be a good year. I don't know how, I don't know when, but 2012, I hope, will have some good things to come out of it. So there you go. Sorry this hasn't been much of a response, but hopefully, since I'm the only one who's thrown my ring into this hat, hopefully a lot of people will do the same as well. But there you go, that's pretty much my response. I hope that's pretty much the highlight of 2011. It's had its good points and bad points. I want 2012 to be a good year for a lot of people, and plus we've got a lot of good things to look forward to next year, so hopefully that will lift some spirits up. And other things as well. But there you go, that's pretty much my response, and that's my last video of the year. I hope you've enjoyed most of the things that I put out this year. So to wrap this up, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in 2012. Bye. Let it snow.